United States Vice President Joe Biden continues his visit to Kenya. He spent his second full day in the country meeting with the president of Southern Sudan and delivering a major speech on U.S.-Kenya relations. Mariama Diallo has more on the vice president's visit.
U.S. Vice President Joe Biden says reforms in Kenya will encourage new forms of investment and reinvigorate tourism.
I can tell you, when these reforms take place, you will find a completely different atmosphere about investment in this country. Americans want to do business here, they want to travel here, and with the right climate, they will come.
Kenya's economy has suffered since 2008, when about 1,300 people died in post-election violence. The East African nation is under pressure from the United States to create a new constitution, institute judicial reforms, and fight corruption. A draft constitution is expected to be ready for a national referendum in August. The U.S. considers Kenya a key ally in stabilizing a troubled East African region that includes neighboring Somalia.
The United States supports Kenya's effort to secure the border in the face of very real threats from those who wish to spread chaos through despair and violence. We recognize that Kenya's long-term stability and development are tied to regional security and development, and the United States is committed to work with Kenya to achieve both those objectives.
Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki noted there was an urgent need to deal with the continued instability in Somalia and increased acts of piracy off the coast of the Horn of Africa.
The United States and Kenya are concerned about the growing acts of piracy off the coast of Somalia and the instability caused in Somalia by extremist groups. This matter must be addressed with greater urgency. We have asked the U.S. government to provide leadership to forge a concerted international effort to stabilize Somalia.
Kenya is one of just 2 countries in Eastern Africa willing to accept and prosecute those accused of piracy. The island nation of Seychelles is the other, but neither is willing to handle all of the cases of piracy. Biden's visit to Africa has strategic implications. Suleiman Nyang at Howard University says the U.S. faces competition in the region from other countries.
Kenya is very important. The Indians and the Chinese have vested interest in securing a significant portion of Kenyan trade.
Many Kenyans have expected President Obama to pay greater attention to their country where the president's father was born. Nyang has this to say.
It takes 2 to tango. The Kenyan must be united. They must begin to tell the world that they are serious and they're going to walk towards the path of democratization. But then at the same time, they should look at the Americans with confidence. We have a sovereign nation. We don't want anybody to impose anything on us. Even if the President of the United States is someone of Kenyan descent, we are going to solve our whole problem.
Following his visit to Kenya, Biden heads to South Africa on Friday for the opening of the World Cup football tournament. On Monday, he met with Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak to discuss the problems facing residents of the Gaza Strip. Mariama Diallo, VOA News.